recording, and we will start streaming. You know what?
What up?
I appreciate the people that we use the intro music for.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think I'm over it.
Having intro music?
Yeah.
I
just
thought it was something fun to do in the first place, but it's not like we really need it, you know?
No. I think we just do what we do. We hit record and we hit go live, and the only reason I really did it was so I can share it to my Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I said we live. They need to move that I and that O. That was a dumb place to put that on the keyboard. I-O.
You know how it came to be, the whole QWERTY keyboard?
Uh-uh.
It was from typewriters, because the keys that are most common, they had them in the center row, so they wouldn't, the ones you don't use much, they had to swing, that whole arc had to swing for that letter to stamp, into it, and they would jam up. So if they had the most common letters closest to the center, it was just how they had to actuate the levers.
Oh, okay.
It's not like alphabetical order, and it was to keep typewriters from jamming up, and it's just developed into our keyboard over time. A little worthless factoid for you guys tonight.
Yeah, right on, Evan. Evan bringing the shit. Hey, I guarantee you, probably not one other podcast talked about that today.
No.
And away we go. I shared that. We are good. Let me see if I can see the chat room. Let's try to put that right there. Hopefully it stays. Evan? No, it didn't stay.
What's your struggle?
Yeah, we were supposed to do a show this weekend, and right before we went on, you were like, "Oh, I'm sorry, dude." But let me tell you something. I actually wasn't feeling that great myself.
Yeah, you sound a little stuffed up.
Yeah, I was. And I was kind of battling it. I feel a little better. I still got a little bit of, I felt it went in the shower earlier. I kind of felt a little sinus build up.
Ugh.
So this is what the podcast is, folks. If you're just tuning in, I turned 50. I made it. Now I'm going to bitch about my aches and my pains and my sinuses and the pollen count.
Yeah, now you understand when you were younger why old people complained so much.
Yeah,
you get it.
Yeah, I do. I get it. And that old grumpy guy, that is so going to be me. And I'm kind of thriving for it, I want to be the best.
Sure, you're hanging in there well.
Yeah, I think so.
You have a positive attitude every day, and you're happy for the most part, and that's good. That's better than most people get out of bed with,
I tell you what, I was so angry earlier. I live in a state of Illinois, where me and Chili both resign, and we pay a lot to our DMV. A lot of money goes into the DMV. We got some of the highest taxes. We have to buy stickers every year. It's crazy the amount of money. The fees for me to keep my Class B CDL today, it cost me $60. That's not the part that made me mad. We are spending all this money. The DMV is, I'm sorry, we're not spending it. The DMV is taking all this money. I got a printout of what my driver's license is going to look like when they mail it to me in 5 to 7 days.
Yeah.
This is a place that used to have the machine that you waited 5 minutes and it spit the sumbitch out. It was still hot when you got it.
And now, if they did that, we'd be like, wow, technology.
But here's what they would rather do. They took that machine out, and now they're going to spend more money on mailing those.
Hmm.
It's costing the state more money to mail out those things than I guarantee you to have that machine. That machine cannot be that.
Expensive for all
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
outlets to have and
right.
make it convenient. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was a little pissed when I left the DMV. I shouldn't have went on my birthday. I really shouldn't have, but my license expired. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
and my luck, I'd get a state cop that, just got in a fight with his girlfriend or something, and I leave the light a little heavy because grandma next to me and her Kia keeps eyeing me, and I'm like, I'm taking her. I have drag raced more people in that F-250 that don't even know we were racing.
That's right. Like, damn, this red truck just up and left on me.
Claudia says they do that here as well. Yeah, man. I don't want to think about it because you know what? This 50th, um, I am happy. I'm very happy I made it because I did a lot of stupid crap. A lot of stupid
Hmm.
stuff. Stuff that some of my friends have tried and are no longer with us.
Okay.
I mean, I did stupid stuff and not proud of it. I made it through it though. So, I do got some fun stories to tell that I probably never will because I don't know when the statute of limitations are off on some of these things I could speak about. But it's been, what, 35 years. So,
It's school.
yeah.
No one's going after him.
Yeah, I did sell a lot of weed in high school. I actually got expelled from high school.
Nice.
Me and my mom did a whole show on this. On D Town Radio, me and my mom did a show called He Said She Said. And oh man, we got into some topics, but that was one of them cuz mom actually went down there and like got up in a counselor's face and or the dean's face and everything because I mean, the dude kind of had it out for me from the
Uh-huh.
get-go because he didn't like my dad. So it was like, and he had my dad. So it was like, boom. And he didn't like any of my uncles. So it was like, I went in with that last name. Shit. I was already,
Didn't stand a chance.
right, I was already considered the troublemaker. And I was the only one to get expelled um, out of that whole group for a nickel bag of weed. And
Yeah.
and if you weighed it, it was probably 1.7 grams of actual weed and 3.3 grams of seeds and stems. It was it
Yes.
was D Town Brown, baby.
That's the way it was back then. It's so stupid. And still, this stuff happens. Kids getting busted in school. I mean, it's legal now, but still, it's not. And
It's not for kids.
no, it's not. But for that heavy of a penalty, come on now.
Yeah, I mean to kick me, it'd be one thing to give me a couple days suspension, but to expel me.
Yeah.
My mom just thought that was real harsh.
Yeah, I
And
could see a week or two.
yeah, and I mean, I was good in school. Uh, I took one class that I really enjoyed my freshman year. I took a creative writing class. All right, and we had this dude, and I cannot remember his name, and I feel bad because he was like one of those teachers that kind of reached out to me, and I feel bad I can't remember his name. Um, but he had a ponytail and everything. Well, he got me into like writing and using my own story to elaborate on other stories and, kind of build it into myself. And I love this dude. And something happened. He ended up moving to another state. He took another teaching job. And so I signed up for like the creative writing. How'd they do that? Like, I think that was 101 and then it goes to what, 201 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. So I had signed up for this. Like, back then, I don't know how they do it now, but about mid-year, you would start picking your classes for next year on what you wanted to take. And it was like you had classes that you had to take. But, like, man, I remember this one girl. She came in like 2 hours early. And so when we all got there, she had already been to 2 classes and shit. And would always stay late. And I was like, nah, I ain't that person. That ain't going to be Al. Although I did go to summer school. I didn't have anything to do. And I decided to go to summer school to take my U.S. Constitution. So I didn't have to take it in high school.
The Constitution. Yeah, we did have to take that in high school. Yeah, I had to take that in college, too. That sucked.
You had to take it in junior high here, too. It wasn't as big of a test as it was in high school. But, and we're talking 35 years ago. Because I am an old bastard now.
Yeah, you are, man. When you're 50, man, you're full into it. You can't back out. I mean, you're in there.
I did something though, for the first time as a 50-year-old. I washed a set of 50-year-old balls today.
Hope they were your own.
I've never done that before. Yes, they were my own. I was getting used to those 49-year-old. They had a real sheen to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all that lotion and everything.
Yeah.
That's why your dick still looks 21 and you look 50. All that lotion.
It's all that oil. My secret to a good masturbation session is a little bit of Vaseline. All right? You put that, look, right here, you put that up to like your gripping finger and your thumb, all right? And then you go ahead and grip it and then make you a little hole and then fill the rest of that up with oil of Olay.
So anyway.
Thank me later. See, you girls are missing out.
No, they got all kinds of toys and everything. They do not. Trust me, they do not miss out.
I don't know, man. I kind of like my thing better. If I had a choice, I think I would be a dude. When it come to like self gratification, I think I would. 'Cause look, what if it's like COVID? And you can't get no fucking double D batteries or any lantern batteries. I don't know how big your vibrator is. But I'm just saying, man. Unless it's solar powered, how, then you're going to have to go out in the yard. You can't do that.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can't do that in New York.
Well, I'm just saying that, like, the women's, like, the record for orgasms is like 48 in like an hour or something. And it's something stupid. So, like, as a guy, you're never going to achieve anything on that level.
That's true. Yeah, but I'm one and done. I don't have to get 47 orgasms. That is why women are never satisfied. Who has 47 orgasms and doesn't just say, you know what, I'm good for a while?
No, they're going for 48 next time.
Yeah, come on.
No.
These are jokes, people. I mean, nobody take us serious. We love women.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm serious. I think. See, one and done, dude. I can.
At your age, you don't have a choice.
Right. But I can do it one time. Take me a half-hour nap. Get up and go fishing. What is she on? What is she in there doing? She's on orgasm number 23 and her 4 set Energizer batteries. So I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of stuff to weigh. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I am kind of envious of women um on one thing. A girl can go out and say she is getting late. She can go to the bar and say, I'm getting some tonight. And there is 100% chance she has taken somebody home. A dude, however, can say, hey, I'm going to go out and get some, and go out for 365 weekends in a row and come home and have to do his one and done. Hopefully he uses my oil of Olay technique.
Yeah, because if he says 100%, there's a chance like he might get visited by the police later.
Yeah, he's using date rape drugs or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't be that dude. But yeah, that is. I mean, a woman can go out and pretty much get sex whenever she wanted.
That's true.
Any.
I think so.
Yeah, and a dude, it doesn't matter. I don't know if you're like Brad Pitt, good looking. You could probably say, "Hey, ladies, slanging this D tonight. Anybody down?" But that's about it. I mean, if I tried that shit, everybody, I'd just get laugh emojis and shit like that.
Be like the needles like sliding across the record.
Right. Oh, man. So I have done, I didn't do anything. Like I said, this weekend, man, I ended up working Saturday. It was busier than hell. And, yeah, I came home. I was lazier than hell. And then Sunday, I just as lazy. And so.
Yeah, rough time.
Yeah.
Right now.
And boy, I sure did not want to get up this morning.
It's cold.
It was freaking freezing this morning. And of course, I get this damn semi truck, and we got a dock plate, and it's broke, so it doesn't swing in all the way like it's supposed to. So if they come back hard on that sumbitch, you can never get the dock plate up. So this had like a 3-inch drop. So every time I'd go in, I'd have to lift the forks up, go into the trailer, and then when I came out, I'd almost have to roll all the way back until it hit the dock plate, and then just hit, tilt my load all the way forward, or I mean all the way back to me, and then try to walk up that thing. I lost a pallet of plants. Fuck them plants.
Oh no.
It wasn't.
No.
It wasn't a whole pallet, and we saved them all. So none got destroyed or thrown away. But I'm like,
You
yeah,
brought them all home.
man. Yeah, no kidding. There's got to be a better way, though. There's got to be a better way. There's somebody that works on those dock plates or something. Put a shorter one in. Figure something out. Because, I mean, that's merchandise right there. That's money. Luckily, none was broke or anything like that this time. But, be lucky it wasn't with like an air compressor or something like that, But.
Yeah, I'll pick that up on the scratch and dent sale.
Yeah, no kidding. We do got a good deal on some fishing poles that I'm going to get. I tried to get my, because we get an employee discount. So I walk up, I said, so do I get my employee discount off that half off clearance over there? And he goes, no.
That's cold.
I know. That's what I said. I was like, all right, empty your own truck. No, I didn't say that. Uh, I haven't even. Have you even looked at any news, Evan?
Um, no. Besides the bank stuff going on, that's kind of slightly scary.
That's very scary.
Yeah, and like, how much do I need to worry? The good thing about being broke is that when all these things,
Amen.
what you gonna take from me? Yeah, yeah, I
Amen.
feel for you one percenters, but no, um, really, that's something that I'm trying not to pay too much attention to or worry too much about. Like we'll get through this. Hope it doesn't lean into anything more. When the dominoes start to fall.
Right. You know what? I had a chance to get into Bitcoin a few years ago. And man, I don't know. It was when Bitcoin was on the rise, and I had a chance to get in pretty cheap. Um, and I turned it down.
Mm-hmm.
And because nobody could tell me what was backing it.
Right.
You know,
Well,
it's not regulated, so it's like, okay, I'm going to watch this for a while. Boy, am
right.
I
That's
glad I did. Dude, the money I would have put in, I would have been down probably 227% right now. Right now. I looked at Bitcoin this morning. I was like, oh my God.
I have no idea. Did you ever see the interview with the guy that bought in really early, but then he traded off early? And what he traded for two pizzas and his Bitcoin out. And they said, what would that be worth today? And he was like, $43 million.
Oh,
It was something insane. It was like and it was two pieces for like from where was it? Somewhere nice. Like no, it was Domino's. Like, ooh,
right.
ouch. But yeah, okay, the thing about money being backed, like our money is backed, the petrodollar, oil is backing our dollar. That's what it's based on. And it's not gold. And I don't know how much longer that's going to be based on, our currency based on oil. That's a scary thing right now. But so, yeah, what's going to collapse first?
Uh, I don't know. I
It's
don't
going
know.
to be interesting.
Yeah, yeah, you got to keep an eye on it. Watch your money. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you what. And this isn't gonna be. I'm not telling you what to do. Better start watching them 401ks.
Mm-hmm.
And if they start losing money, you better pull your shit out and take the loss on the taxes.
Like Claudia just said here, some guy took out his stocks just a day before the
Yep.
collapse.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard that too. And that's like, right before they announced COVID and everything, you had a lot of our senators and stuff that
Yeah, that's
did the same thing. They sold off a lot of stocks or whatever or bought up and mm-hmm.
what.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Paul Pelosi bought all that stock in microchips, and then like what 2 days later, the House passed that bill giving all that money to these microchip, to for the green thing. Come on, man. They put Martha Stewart in jail for that shit. They did. The
I
same.
know it's like she's got
This.
to be just steaming. She's got to be like
Oh.
that meme of that dude with his hands on his hips. Like, come on
Mm-hmm.
now, look at what these people are doing these days.
Man, I said something to somebody earlier, and I kind of thought it was something a guy 50 years old or older would say, but I they asked how was my day, and I said, oh, I worked, and they were like, well, be thankful you worked. I was like, really? Should I be? Because the money I have made throughout my lifetime working, I've given it to richer people. I've
Mm-hmm.
given it to power companies. I've given it to banks. I've given it to everybody that doesn't need my fucking money. And
Yeah, so happy to be a.
and
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but the way they have it, who's saving a lot of money right now? Nobody. And these 401ks and shit that people are banking on, what if that shit bottoms up? Then what were those people?
I don't know. I don't know what people are doing in general when they keep saying all these people are quitting their jobs, and it's funny. Like, yeah, we're not far from a small town which has, 4 fast food joints. The McDonald's, there's been complaints in all these places. They're shutting down at like 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah.
The Hardee's, like the woman went to the McDonald's drive-through. They're shutting off the lights in the dining room. They're still running, and there was like 2 people in the place. She got she got a meal for Devin. The orange drink was uncarbonated, and the cheeseburger, the top bun was like a pancake or something. She just like, and the kid working there just had to look like, go ahead and say one word because I'll walk out the door, which is what all these people are doing these days, these young people. But I'm like, how are all these people just quitting their job? What are they doing?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. And I
Not
mean,
everyone can move back in with their parents.
right, right. Oh, I wish I could. Shit, Mom, let me get the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't want to go there.
I do got a few news stories, Evan. Let's hit these real quick. Berlin, Germany, the place that Al and Chili are getting ready to move the podcast to let everyone go topless at public swimming pools. Women in Berlin will soon be allowed to go topless at the city's public swimming pools, just like the men. That's what
Fantastic.
These are equal rights I can stand behind.
That's interesting because when I used to, well, I haven't been to Greece in a long time. It's been over 20 years, but I went there, like, I think 3 times, and all the beaches were topless back then. So the girlfriend's son, he has a friend that's in the military, and he's stationed in Crete right now, and he's been going over to Greece and everything. And I asked him about the beaches, and he's about being topless and all that. He's like, oh, never see that. I'm like, what? So, one's going one direction, one's going the opposite direction.
Yeah.
But enjoy your pool in Berlin.
Yeah. 82-year-old in New York. No. This comes from New York. An 82-year-old Colorado man was charged Wednesday with selling and trading fake Michael Jordan basketball cards in a scheme that prosecutors said resulted in him making more than $800,000 over 2 years.
Wow. Nice job.
Yeah. And they ain't going to give him that much. That's a white-collar crime. So he ain't, he probably ain't going to do no jail time. Claudia said that's where she was born, was Berlin.
Cool.
An African several cat. An African Serval several. Serval.
Yeah.
Serval.
Serval. Yeah.
Serval.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're weird. Big, tall cats.
Yeah. Well, an African one that was found with cocaine in his system after an escape at a traffic stop now calls the Cincinnati Zoo home.
That's interesting. I've known some cougars that really like some cocaine, but
well,
Serval, add that to the list.
Yeah, this social media users are still amused by the recent release of the movie Cocaine Bear right after this happened. I don't know what that has to do with the story, but that's what it says. So apparently this guy was out doing cocaine and thought, you know what? You know what would be cooler to have than driving around with this African cat next to me? if this African cat was on cocaine.
So he taught him how to snort a line off a mirror. What?
I probably had his own little straw.
I can see it. These
Uh,
domesticated animals, man.
a Maine vegan whose custom license plates contain the word tofu is one of the motorists caught in a state crackdown on vulgar tags.
You call that vulgar?
Tofu. Yeah, I guess so. So, cars owners across the United States can pay an extra fee to have customized license plates, sparking creativity and personality, but causing headaches for the state's official who have to decide what's acceptable and non-acceptable.
My dad couldn't get Jag years ago. Old Jaguar. He
Oh,
wanted to get like Jag 65 or whatever,
yeah.
and they would not let him have that.
Hey, I had a buddy that called everybody like a jag off.
Yeah.
He didn't say jack off. He would say,
Yeah, I guess that was enough to get rejected.
uh,
I'm surprised Randy got wood.
I know.
Actually, he got wood, and they called him and they had to repeal it because they actually issued it on accident. So because it was actually a duplicate, someone else had that already. So he got get wood.
Oh, okay. All right, Evan, here they come. You know what? I don't care if you're vegan. Just you can do what you want. Just don't mess with my stuff. Okay? Reese's
Right.
peanut butter cups are getting the vegan treatment. The Hershey Go said to or go.com said Tuesday the Reese's plant-based peanut butter cups, which will go on sale this month, will be the first vegan chocolate sold nationally. Well, let me tell you what you can do with your plant-based fucking Reese's cup. You can pound that some bitch up your ass sideways. Don't mess with the Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah, they already have over
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Make a
So
nasty something that nobody eats.
okay, so let's back up. So what they're saying, that the chocolate is made without any milk. It's made absolutely no animal products. I mean,
Yeah, it's gonna
that's what we're talking vegan. But
right.
the difference between vegan and vegetarian. Vegan is they eat no animal products. Period.
They don't wear any animal products. They don't do anything.
Well, they
That's
won't even eat like Altoids because that has some gelatin in there, which is an animal, byproduct. So, yeah, that's hardcore. So really, I guess it's yeah, dairy-free chocolate. Because I mean, what else you got? You got cocoa beans and you got peanut.
yeah. I tell you what, I did something the other day, and I'm gonna admit this, but I got on TikTok, and I actually downloaded it on my phone, and I started watching some of that. And I was watching this vegan lady. Man, some of them people are like, if we still had mental institutions, some of them people would be in there. And I'm not just saying it's vegans either, because there's people talking a whole bunch of shit on TikTok. And it is very, very amusing.
Oh yeah, yeah, amusing slash disturbing. Yes.
Yes, very, very disturbing. But I
Yeah.
laugh at it because I'm like, well, I don't live by them. But
Right. You're
then you,
libertarian. Let someone do what they want to do.
right, right. But I look at some of them people and think, oh my God, they vote. I think there should be some kind of test before you can just go vote. I know that's probably discriminating against the slower people in life, but sorry.
Yeah.
They're being told who to vote for probably anyway, or somebody else is voting for them. That does happen in Illinois.
Yeah, I don't know
So
what we could do. It's
yeah,
the way it
nah,
is.
yeah, it sure is. Uh, and that I think that's going to be the cocaine cat. Um, oh, part of mall roof in Duluth, Minnesota collapses under weight of snow. Boy, you think they would be a little more prepared for that in Minnesota?
Yeah, like California's, they were getting like what they 8 feet of snow.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
yeah? Did you see them counties that were like? It was crazy to see like the roads that they had dug out. It was like the snow wall was so high on the side. It was like they couldn't plow it off to the side. They just had to start pushing.
yeah,
And it. Oh man, if you
I'm just
haven't.
wondering the roofs. Are they made to handle that much snow? Are they going to find like once they get to a lot of houses that
Oh,
they've been people been stuck inside, and I don't know, starved to death, or the roofs cave in. They had some. They had some. That snow. Wow, I wouldn't want to ever deal with something on that level.
yeah, I wouldn't either. Um,
And then Montana last year they had a bunch of snow, and then all of a sudden they had a warm day where it went up to like 40, and then they had a bunch of flooding. They just never had a big melt off that quick. Crazy shit.
yeah, yeah. Um, I don't know if you saw this either. A zebra attacked a man in Ohio before it was killed by deputies.
Wow.
I actually watched this story. For some reason, on my birthday, I decided to run errands. I decided to work and run errands. I had to go to Ford and get my oil change because when I bought my truck, it came with a warranty. I get
Hmm.
3 years of free oil changes. They're slower than shit, but
Yeah.
you know what? It's a free oil change.
Hmm.
So I'm taking advantage of that. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching this story, and I mean, this zebra damn near bit this guy's arm off. And it was a male zebra. They were in Ohio they are considered a horse, but they're not. They're nothing like a horse. They're 10 times more aggressive.
Really?
Yeah, and I guess zebras kill like thousands of people a year. And
I had no idea.
not just by kicking, their bite. And if you, I think you can go to YouTube after the show, of course, and just type in zebra biting people. There was
Killer
one,
zebras.
yeah, there was one where the girl was sitting in a car and the zebra just walked up to the window and bit her shoulder. I was like, yeah, he just walked. I mean, just strolled right up, didn't stop, didn't and just
Mhm.
walked up to her and bit her.
You need a Snickers.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Look, man, we don't have zebras around here for a reason. Don't bring that shit over here. That's where people piss me off. Quit bringing that shit over here. It's
Vicious animals.
yeah, it's like all the pythons in Florida and shit. That's not even. They're not even from Florida. It's just people dumping them and shit and being stupid. You don't need a pet like that. You don't. They're cute. And you know what? But there's thousands of hours of videos that you can go watch. And if you need to, go to the fucking zoo. But you do not need a monkey. You don't need a tiger. You don't need a fucking zebra. You don't need that shit. And if it does fuck you up, good. You deserve it for being stupid.
That's a good call. I can't argue with any of that.
I'm telling you, stop wasting our taxpayers' money on these calls from 911. Oh, my poisonous snake bit me. Well, no shit.
Monkey bit my face off.
And if your exotic animal attacks or kills somebody, you're going to do the time.
Yeah.
You're going to do the time a human would do if, like that lady, where was that, in Cincinnati or whatever, where she went over and gave her friend, went over to see her on her birthday or something, and this monkey just got jealous and ripped her freaking face off. I'm sorry, that lady right there that owned that monkey should have went straight to jail. I mean, I think she got sued and everything, but nah, that ain't good enough for me. Make it where these stupid ass people quit buying these animals. And
Yeah, I hear you, but you got to be careful because someone might say something like that about pits, and it's like,
well, no, I'm not. But a dog, I mean, those dogs are. We don't know where they're from. There's always been dogs around here. You've never seen zebras running wild.
No, that's true. Yeah,
They're
just the
they're.
responsibility part,
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
18 female guards sacked for sexual relationships with inmates. What is up
no
with
kidding.
what is up with these cops? Man, hold up. A couple of these ain't bad looking chicks, Evan. Hold on, we're gonna put these girls on
These wardens?
yeah, shit, I might go to jail for a minute. Yeah, here we go. Let's transfer this over. These girls right here, Evan. This is 3 of them, but these girls were doing the nasty with a bunch of inmates.
Dang.
And they got busted. So, and then you had that cop, but she's playing the victim now. I don't know, the cop in Tennessee.
The one that was about a month or so ago?
Yeah, that was banging like 5 or 7 officers.
That kind of came and went in the news. I'm sure she was kind of relieved when that kind of left. That was hot for a minute.
Yeah, unfortunately for her. But I mean, no, because now she's trying to say that she was groomed, that it was people of authority, and I guess I shouldn't say that because I don't know. But to me, you're an adult. I don't know. I think she knew what she was doing, and she got caught. That's the part she feels bad about. Listen, if she wouldn't have got caught, she'd still be doing the shit.
Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't have quit. Come on now.
No, banging the whole force.
Exactly. She would have moved up the force, and probably moved up in rank. She could have been the next chief of police or something. Australian shoplifter stole $5,000 worth of meat in 2 weeks.
Not bad.
Man, I feel sorry. I think this is a guy that sent me the email, invited me to a barbecue, and I turned him down.
He was stocked and ready.
Man, he was. I'm sorry. Costco customers say rotisserie chicken has chemical flavor. Who the fuck's eating rotisserie chicken at a Costco? Watch where you eat food. Okay? Costco is a store that sells bulk items. There is nothing about the Costco that says, I should probably eat here. I know they got hot dogs for $1 or whatever. Let me tell you something. There's a reason them fucking hot dogs are $1.
Hold up, I've never been to a Costco, so I'm thinking it's not like they've got
It's like a Sam's Club, but they got food. They sell pizza, they sell hot dogs.
Right, Kroger's has rotisserie chickens,
Okay.
You go there and get one.
Okay. Kroger's is a fucking grocery store.
I got that. I mean, I just still would hope that Costco would order them fresh and sell them fresh. But hey, I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I've never been to a Costco. I don't know how they operate.
Yeah, it's just like a big Sam's Club. So don't buy rotisserie chickens from Costco. Boy, I am getting old and grumpy, ain't I?
Don't get your rotisserie chicken at these big box stores.
Yeah. Damn it. Uh oh, Chicago man sues Buffalo Wild Wings claiming boneless wings are just chicken nuggets and not deboned wings. That's every place. Every place you go and you get boneless wings, you are not getting wing meat. You are
No.
getting a chicken breast that is shaped and partially processed to look like a wing.
Mm-hmm.
It's still white meat, though. So, I mean, does this dude have a case? And of course, no, he doesn't. And of course, he's from fucking Chicago. That should tell you right there why I need to move out of this state.
All right.
Well, nobody thought somebody was sitting back there deboning the wings, did they? Did they really think that? Did that?
I don't.
What'd that guy do? Tried to put in for the deboning job? Oh, sir, we cut those out of white meat. What?
I really hadn't thought about it because I really haven't been around boneless wings that much. I know
No.
places they have them, but I've never ordered them or.
And you know what, Chicago
Yeah, it's
dude?
chicken strips.
Fucking
Yeah.
pull your balls out of your purse and man up and eat some bone-in wings. Who eats boneless wings?
People that can't handle the
Kids.
bones.
Kids. That is the only people that are allowed to eat boneless wings, unless that's all they have. Because if not, just get a chicken breast.
Yeah.
You're not eating wings. Just get you a chicken breast. I'm not
There you
telling you.
go.
I'm not telling you how to live your life, even though it sounds like I'm telling you how to live your life. Don't you ever order.
None of my listeners are gonna be doing this.
Security robots are at the Philadelphia Lowe's stores. Some have already named them snitch bots. I'm guessing the people that are calling them snitch bots got arrested for fucking shoplifting.
What kind of robots?
They're security robots, Evan.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know if they got. Oh, yeah, they do have a
They
picture.
just cruise around. They got cameras all over.
Oh,
them.
yeah. These are kind
They
of
got
badass.
they got a big pinching arm to grab you if you.
No, damn it. Hold on. Let me shut that. This is actually pretty cool, Evan. I think you're going to dig this.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. It's your first robot cop.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like a big missile. I think they.
Well, what's that gonna do? Okay,
I
just
don't
got cameras all over it.
Yeah, it's pretty much just cameras, so it's gonna, it's gonna get a pretty good picture of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, with social media and everything, they can pretty much. That's why I can't believe that crime is like as high as it is and everything, with the way that technology is and everything. They're gonna find you.
Mm-hmm.
You are gonna be found. There is no getting away with shit anymore. The Teslas, the new cars, they got what they call a Sentry mode, which if somebody runs by your car or something, it activates it. It'll record it for so long, all the way around that Tesla, which is in itself kind of scary. So
interesting.
if you are a drug dealer, do not take your Tesla on your dope runs.
That's a good call.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm here to help the small guy, Evan.
Your car will snitch you out.
Oh, Evan, a truck crashes in Indiana. 40,000 pounds of this, which is always late anyway, is scattered all over the highway. Evan, for $1, what am I talking about?
The mail.
Yes. Yes, sir. 40,000 pounds of mail. And it's been windier than hell. So if it's been windy here, Indiana is like the flattest state. I haven't I haven't seen a state that flat since my girlfriend that I took to the prom the second time. She was damn near a boy.
Lovely. So, the manpower to pick up all that mail. It kind of makes me wonder back in California, like a year ago, they were talking about all the like boxes were getting, looted out of rail cars and all the stuff that happened, and everything was jammed up. Remember the whole California, everything being all the ports.
Oh
It was
yeah,
like hot
yeah.
for a minute and then it disappeared, like everything else.
I do know.
There's packages dumped everywhere.
Uh,
Does it ever get there?
yeah, dude. I, I guarantee you, because it's been windy for a solid week. There's no way they got all that mail. No way. Because you think that guy jumped out of that semi and just ran and started picking up fucking mail? No, he didn't. By the
You
time
need
the
a
cops,
shovel.
yeah, by the time the cops and everything got there, they made sure the truck wasn't, they probably got it, flipped back upright, make sure it wasn't a fire hazard or anything like that. And then, yeah, then they worried about that mail after everybody drove over it. So, man, somebody could have sent me like a $10,000 check for my birthday.
Yeah, you could have got your Ed McMahon sweepstakes. What was that? Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah, fucking Uncle Ed. He could have been sending something my way. Do you know who this Sam Britton is?
Sam Brent.
He
No.
he was the uh he was the head of nuclear waste. He was in the Biden administration, and he's non-binary, and he likes to, dress in women's clothes and everything. Well,
You mean they?
I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm 50 years old. Um, Give me a break. I damn near collecting. I did get an AARP card in the fucking mail that said "Welcome to the '50s Club." So
Mm-hmm.
F you AARP. But anyway,
Get
back
your
to
discounts though.
yeah, I'm going to. Back to this Sam Brinton dude. Man, he was wearing these like gowns and shit, dude. That you were like, wow, where did this dude get this shit? Well, come to find out that he was stealing it at the airports. He would find, look for a bag that looked, I guess, he thought that had women's clothes in it, and he would just grab the bag and walk out of the airport. Well, one of them was like a fashion designer from India, and he like wore this damn dress on like an interview he did on TV. And
A one-off.
she saw it and been like and was like, "Hey, that's my damn dress that was stolen." So, yeah,
Smooth.
yeah. If you don't know who this dude is, go check him out. He's different. Hold on, I gotta. Do they have the dress? That's what I. Because I mean it was something that probably not everybody would have. Here's a picture of him. We can put that on the. Yeah, I wish it'd let me. Why? I don't know why it won't let me full screen that. But yeah, hold on. So you know who I'm talking about. And then you can go do a little research on the dude. He's yeah, that ain't gonna show up. Don't worry, Sam Britton. Just go and check out the story. It's worth it. It's fucking hilarious. What an idiot. had had you got one of the highest ranking jobs and you're stealing luggage. The fuck is wrong with you?
It's sad. It's a good call.
This one, Evan. Chaos breaks out at Taco Bell after they run out of Crunch Wrap Supremes.
Chaos, you say?
Chaos.
A riot?
I'm going to tell you something. I would have made fun of this story if I didn't accidentally, a few weeks ago, go to Taco Bell. I got the wrong order. Didn't realize it till I got home. I kind of lucked out because they had a better meal selection than I chose. So I was happy for the upgrade. I got upgraded. It's kind of like going to Coach, and then they come up and like, Mr. Ralph, would you like to go to first class? That's what I felt like happened at Taco Bell. I got a Crunch Wrap Supreme. I got a chicken burrito. I got 2 chicken steak soft taco Supremes. I was golden. I think I got nachos and 2 tacos. So them people were pissed when they got
Nice.
home and got their soggy ass nacho chips, which it's hard to do. And if they're busy, don't do it because they'll get mad. But if you go and you get like a Nacho Supreme or Taco Bell Grande, get the chips on the side. Trust me.
Yeah.
Get the chips on the side. Because then they
Good
don't get
advice.
all... Yeah, I mean, especially unless you're eating it there. You know, which I don't think people do anymore. I don't see anybody eating out in like a fast food restaurant anymore.
I think that's really going to be a thing of the past pretty soon where all your restaurants are just drive-throughs. I mean, I know you see a lot of old guys, like I mean talking old guys that could be at McDonald's like really 6 o'clock in the morning and stuff like that. And I don't know if they still do, but
Yeah,
I never see anybody inside any of the when I go by.
you do see that. Not so much the other McDonald's. It's the one up on Pershing Road here in D Town.
Mm.
But yeah, because I was door dashing there for a while, and yeah, I'm trying to see how many people. There are many reasons that fights break out at fast food restaurants. The vast majority of those reasons are indefensible. Getting upset at a Taco Bell when they run out of Crunch Wrap Supremes might be one of the few exceptions. See, I like this guy. I don't know who wrote this story, but I like him.
Honest journalism.
Yep, Sean Joseph. Sean, you're a hero. It's not fully defensible, but it's understandable. It's late at night. You probably had a few drinks. All you want to do some damage on a few Crunch Wrap Supremes. And they're sold out. So, man, it looks like a whole gang of people up in there.
Usually it's just when I've seen anything close to that, it's when the bars have let out on, campus town and you got a bunch of drunk college kids that end up at Taco Bell and they're all getting mouthy and then it's usually a fight amongst the people, not with the employees or.
It says the heated exchange got too intense for some customers and then things turned physical. One of the customers ended up pushing the overly dramatic employee. So, yeah, the employee probably started that shit. I mean, I'm not going to say you're going to have the best workers at Taco Bell.
You're lucky to get any, it sounds like these days.
Well, yeah, you're kind of right there. Did you... now, I know you heard the story about the 4 kidnapped Americans in Mexico.
Mm-mm.
And hold on, I want to get the name of the cartel right.
I've been out of it the last week.
Yeah. Anyway, these two women were going to Mexico, and their male companions joined them, and they were going to Mexico for tummy tuck because it's way cheaper in Mexico, I guess. So
Uh-huh.
they were going to do that, and two of them were killed. Now, supposedly, uh, the Scorpions faction of the Gulf Cartel apologized to the residents and to the Americans that were kidnapped, and they actually beat up like five of their guys and dropped them off at the police station with a note like pinned to them.
Wow.
So there you go. Now, were those the guys? Probably not. Those probably weren't the guys that did it.
Wow.
So I don't know, man. They're saying be careful if you're heading down to Mexico, even on the resorts. Because here's the thing, the resorts in Mexico are very, very safe.
Yeah.
You know, and the cartels make sure of that because, they're getting a cut of that.
It's huge business, yeah.
But getting to your resort is going to be your issue. And don't ever leave. Not even if you got somebody, that, yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
See, that don't sound fun to me. To me, that sounds like a cruise. I don't want to go. I don't want to do a cruise because I'm sick. You got me stuck in one place. If I want to go, I go.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I don't want to be stuck, and I don't want to be stuck in a resort. I want to be able to walk down to the beach anytime at night. I'll keep my ass in the U.S. Not saying it's much safer, but at least I know if I'm going to get robbed, I'll know the English I'm being robbed in. Possibly.
Yeah. I'm with you. I don't really care for the structured entertainment that, okay, here you're on this cruise boat. This is what we've got for you.
Yeah.
This is what we've planned for you or whatever. No, I'd rather just something like that. I'd rather go to Vegas. I'll do what I want, but no.
All right. Here's one that I don't know, Evan. You tell me. Woman finds husband's body while getting Christmas decorations 8 months after she reported him missing.
Oh, yes, I heard about this.
Is your house that nasty?
They supposedly searched the house but they never brought in cadaver dogs or whatever.
Son of a bitch! It's an Illinois woman. Of course, it's a fucking Illinois woman. An Illinois woman who reported her husband missing in April wound up finding his mummified remains 8 months later while looking for Christmas decorations in a hideaway closet in their home.
That was it.
Yep. Richard Mayedge, 53, had died by suicide. She reported him missing last year on April 27th, one day after calling his wife Jennifer to tell her he was leaving work early. Jennifer told the police she returned that day to find his truck parked outside their home in Troy with his wallet and keys left behind, but she found no traces of her husband and hadn't heard from him since. Police initially searched the couple's residence, which they described as a hoarder home, but found nothing. They did notice a sewer-like odor inside the home, which was more than likely his decomposing body, but they saw how the rest of the house looked, and they were like, nah, they got dead animals and shit in here. I ain't digging through that.
And this was in a hidden closet?
Yeah, that's what it's saying.
Yeah, I remember watching a show once where it was these people were such hoarders that they built another house on their property because the other one was full of so much stuff. And this person, yeah, was one of those things that went missing, and they brought in the dogs, and the dogs didn't even detect it. And it was years later when moving shit out of the house, they found a dead person in there.
See,
Man, that's nasty house. Really, that's nasty.
this is what I don't get. Okay. It says Chief Deputy Coroner said the body had advanced beyond decomposition and was in a mummified state. When the fluids are dried up or removed from the skin, which would explain why the remains didn't have a strong odor and why it took so long for his body to be found. But it had to get into that mummified state.
So I wonder if he, I don't know. He must have been buried underneath something that did that. Could have been stacks of papers. I don't know. Committed suicide, and I don't know.
Yeah,
But that's a nasty house, really.
yeah. I'm giving you guys a look into my home state. A man runs 6 marathon at the age of 54. Well, guess what? F that dude. I ain't trying to run
Good,
no. Yeah, I don't even know why that popped up.
good
Anyway,
for him.
yeah. It is that time, Evan. We go to our buddy Dave Moreland to end our strange and wacky news from around the world with Dave Moreland's Bozo Criminal of the Day. You can check Dave out at bozocriminal.com. This one, Evan, from March 14th, 2023. It says, no. I said, put your hands up. Bozo Criminal today comes from Ohio,
That's a new one.
where Miss Bozo Elizabeth Wilson was pulled over for a routine traffic stop. The cop noticed that she was rather nervous and asked her to get out of the car. She quickly locked the doors and refused to get out, saying she was carrying nothing illegal. After some negotiating, she finally got out of the vehicle, but was still yelling and she wasn't being very cooperative, Evan. Finally, she shouted, "Fine, you want to see what I have?" and raised her shirt and bra. Not the best idea. The quick flash caused the crack pipe she had hidden in her bra to fall to the ground. Busted. She was charged with possession of cocaine, obstructing official business, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
She should have kept her mouth shut. They probably would have searched the whole car and not her bra.
Yeah, well, and if it was a male cop, especially, because they don't want to do that shit nowadays.
Yeah.
Did we? Oh, we got another one. I told you to charge it before we left, Evan. This one is from Georgia, where a seemingly foolproof plan was hatched. Maybe foolproof, but not bozo-proof, Evan. As we shall see. Our bozos broke into a store and stole several pieces of gaming equipment before making their getaway. So what was the problem? Well, it seems our very modern bozos were driving a Tesla. And you know how it is with those electric vehicles. They have to be charged. And that's where the cops found them, at a Tesla charging station not far from the crime scene.
Yeah, word to the wise, man. Charge up your getaway car before you go, and we're at 7%. We'll be fine.
They were busted. In addition to the gaming systems, our bozos were also to be found in possession of what the cops believed to be 2 pounds of marijuana.
Brilliant.
Who the fuck is driving around with 2 pounds on you?
I don't know. That car must stink.
Evan, we went way over.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't even stop for chili after dark tonight.
Oh. Oh, well.
Yeah. I was
It's an
gonna.
odd show, different show tonight.
I know it was. I had fun tonight. Some of these people cracked me up. They made me angry, but made me laugh, and I think I cracked on them pretty good. Hopefully, they will listen to this podcast and listen to my advice.
They should.
Don't do crimes in a Tesla. Don't smoke crack. And if you're going to, don't flash cops while you're hiding your crack pipes in your bras. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
We learned a lot of good stuff today.
It's the takeaways from this evening.
Yeah. Some dude that was going to invite me over to a cookout, I said no, and he went and stole $5,000 worth of meat in Australia.
I'll be on a jet. I'll be there in
Yeah, let me.
22 hours. I don't know what it is.
You know, I tell you what, we get a few more subscribers, we might bust out and get a private jet. You never know, Evan.
It'd be nice.
Yeah, we
Be
get
like that one preacher, so we could do the Lord's work so much faster, whatever.
Exactly.
And the Lord just made this jet so affordable to me that I could just do His work so much faster.
Wow. But Evan,
Yes, sir.
tell these fine people good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Al's 50th birthday party. Yeah.
No, this ain't the official one because I'm still going to come up in a couple weeks when you get to feeling better, and
Yep.
we're going to do a live show together, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And maybe it'll be an Easter, Al's birthday, St. Patty's Day, Groundhog's Day extravaganza.
Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway, gang, thank you all for coming in. Thanks to everybody that came in the chat room, told me happy birthday, and that stayed and listened to the show. Man, we appreciate you guys so much. We get quite a few views and we get quite a few comments, and man, we do this for you guys, and we enjoy it.
Word.
So, gang, thank you for making my 50th birthday something special, and hopefully I'm around maybe this time next year for the 51st one. That would be cool.
We hope so.
That would be cool. That would not suck.
Yeah, it'd work out well.
But anyway, for Chili442 and myself, like we always tell you, peace, be good to one another, and we love you. I fucked that all up. We love you. Peace, be good to one another. There we go. Quit fucking stuff up, Al. We love you guys.
Good night.